Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm looking at two more inks that are exclusive to Cult Pens. Cult Pens is a retailer in the UK and they collaborate with a range of really great ink manufacturers to create inks that are exclusive to their store. Now I've looked at a number of these over the years and recently looked at a couple from Sailor, and today we are looking at these. We have Diamine Muddy Puddle and Jacques Herbin Rivière de la Lune. Now, these inks, the reason I partnered these up is that these are both shimmer inks. So you can see the particulates in the bottom of the bottle there. Great base colors on both of them, and then really wonderful shimmering properties. And you can just see the particulates moving around in that ink, and isn't that absolutely beautiful? So these inks, as I said, are exclusive to Cult Pens. I will link to Cult Pens down below. If you're interested in these links, that is where to get them. So let's start here. We have Muddy Puddle from Diamine. You can see that gold shimmer, just absolutely brilliant on the page there. It's glorious, and I've done a swatch where I tried to get it without the shimmer just to give an idea of that base color, and it's like a browny gray, and then you hit that beautiful gold shimmer on it, and it's just glorious. So as I said, it's a shimmer ink. It's got a beautiful, unique color. Diamine inks are made in the UK, as Cult Pens is based in the UK, and this ink has great flow, and I've said okay performance. As far as shimmer inks go, it cleaned well, all of that kind of stuff. A lot of these inks are not seen at their best on lower end paper. So if you're using these kinds of inks, aim for your Tomoe Rivers, your Clairefontaines, all that kind of stuff. But you can see even in the writing, there's lovely hits of that shimmer. It's a really beautiful ink, and I think it's quite a unique ink in the combination of that base color and then the gold shimmer. It looks amazing. The second one here, Jacques Herbin Rivière de la Lune. Once again, a dark blue ink with lovely silver shimmer, and then hits of a beautiful gold sheen as well. It's really lovely. So I've said here, shimmer, great base color, as you can see there, where I've done the swatch without any shimmer in it. Made in France, and Jacques Herbin have a huge history. Both these companies actually have massive, long history of creating high quality ink and stationery products. I would say the Rivière de la Lune is quite a wet ink. They're both quite wet, but this one feels quite wet on the page. And I said it's at a luxury kind of price point. Just while I'm on that, this 30ml bottle of Diamine Muddy Puddle retails for about £6 on the Cult Pens website. That's where you can get it. And the Jacques Herbin retails for about £20 for the bottle here, which is a 50ml bottle from memory. But the beautiful heavy glass bottle, it's really lovely. But that is a slightly sort of higher price point. Some of these Jacques Herbin inks can run a little bit higher. But once again, you get some lovely shimmer in the writing. And I say, like, this ink, just like, it does look like reflection of lights and things in the river and on the water surface. And it's just beautiful. Both these inks are really beautiful in their own ways. So this is those on Tomoe River paper. You can see that in the writing, nothing has come through. They've come through a little bit in the swabs, but I'm putting out quite a lot of ink there. Now, I had these each in a Fountain Pen Revolution pen, Darjeeling and Indus, with a medium and broad nib. So we're getting a fairly sort of decent amount of ink down on the page. Let's now look at it on some other paper just to see sort of how they go. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Here they are on the student notepad paper. We still get the shimmer, but they both feather a little bit on this paper, and the colors are a little bit more matte. And on the back, we do see just that there is quite a lot of bleed here. They're both quite wet inks. On the 80 GSM office copy paper, we see once again a bit of feathering, bit of the shimmer, not a whole lot, but it is present. The colors look a little deeper on this paper, and the reverse, once again, a bit of bleed there. These are not fountain pen friendly papers, so for these inks, stick to your fountain pen paper primarily. And speaking of which, here they are on Rhodia. So we have, I think we've done water tests here as well, and both actually managed to keep a little bit of the detail. So a little bit of water resistance on both of those, which is nice. The shimmer looks lovely here on this paper. I'll show a little close-up of that in a photo. But I think, yeah, the writing looks nice. The rich dark color really comes through. And on the reverse, of course, the only thing that comes through is where I put a lot of ink down on those swatches. You know, in the writing where I've, you know, gone over to put down a bit of ink. Generally speaking, though, they perform well. But I think these are definitely best seen on your very sort of high-end coated papers, as I said, like your Clairefontaine 90 GSM or your Tom or River paper, stuff like that, where the ink sits right on the top and just dries beautifully there, and you get the shimmer of the particulates. It's really lovely. So I'm going to show the inks now on a colouring card. You can see, once again, great shimmer there. And these are hard to do colour comparisons because I don't have a whole lot of shimmer inks in my collection. I have pulled up an ink from Robert Oster, Muddy Sand, which I thought was funny, Muddy Puddle, Muddy Sand, to give a sense of where the colour sits. It's a lot grey-brown, more grey-brown than the honey brown of Muddy Sand. And then the only closely at all, and not even that related shimmer ink, was Robert Oster Terra Australis, just sort of another brown with shimmer. I think this is a beautiful ink from Diamine, yeah, a really lovely combination of shimmer and ink base color. Then we bring up the Jacques Herbin. Really beautiful shimmer here. Like this is absolutely gorgeous, and it hits to that sheen. Beautiful rich dark blue. Just to show the base color here is Diamine Oxford blue, so you get a sense that it is even probably slightly darker in base tone than Oxford blue. And then an ink that I thought was interesting, not necessarily as a comparison, but just as an interesting one, is Robert Oster Shaken Shimmy Black and Blue, which has like blacks and greens and stuff all through it, and then a blue shimmer. So a very lovely, rich dark blue from Jacques Herbin with a beautiful bluey silver sheen, shimmer that really like is just a stunning combination. So that was two exclusive inks to Colt pens, one from Diamine and one from Jacques Herbin. Both beautiful shimmering inks that perform well, are safe for fountain pens, both cleaned out relatively easy from the pens I had them in, and I think both look absolutely stunning. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button and all of that kind of stuff. A big thank you to Colt Pens for providing these for this video. As I said, I'll link to Colt Pens down below so you can find these inks if you're interested in them. And I think if you're into shimmy inks, these are ones that might be worth looking at. If you'd like to support the channel, please get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. It's your support that makes this channel possible. And whatever you're writing with, enjoy your pens, enjoy your inks, and I'll talk to you soon.